Fort McKavett, located in Mentor County, Texas, began its story in 1852 as a remote frontier outpost. Originally called Camp San Saba, it was renamed in honor of Captain Henry McKavett, who was killed at the Battle of Monterey. The post was established to protect the settlers and westward migrants, and the construction quickly began on 21 durable limestone buildings, including the barracks, a hospital, and officers' quarters. By 1859, however, declining threats from Native American tribes and changing migration routes led to its abandonment. The fort saw a second life during and after the Civil War. Confederate forces briefly occupied the site, but in 1868 the U.S. Army reactivated Fort McKavett to serve as a critical base in Indian campaign efforts. This period marked the arrival of the famed Buffalo Soldiers African American Regiment, like the 9th Cavalry and the 24th Infantry, who carried out patrols, escorted mail, and participated in expeditions across West Texas. Fort McKavett supported other frontier forts and was a hub military operations until its final closure in 1883. After the Army left, the fort quickly transitioned into a civilian settlement. Land sales were held immediately, and the town of Fort McKavett was born on July 1st, 1883. Initially known as Scabtown, it grew into a ranching community and relied on the wool and mohair production. The repurposed military buildings formed the backbone of the town, which flourished for a few decades before the declining due to the Great Depression and a prolonged 1950s drought. By the mid-20th century, Fort McKavett had become a near ghost town. Preservation efforts began in the 1960s, led by local citizens who recognized the historical value of the site. In 1968, the fort was designated a Texas State Historic Site, and in 1971, it was listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Today, Fort McKavett stands as one of the best preserved examples of 19th century Texas military post, offering visitors a glimpse into the life on the frontier with restored buildings, historical exhibits, and interpretive programs. Fort McKavett's legacy lives on not only as a monument to Texas frontier history, but also as a symbol of the role of African American soldiers played in settling the West. From strategic military hub to a quiet heritage site, its layered past continues to educate and inspire.